It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, you look at how this roster is constructed, the types of plays they run. They're looking to match up well against every style of opponent, and tonight will be a great test of that. And tonight, we get to watch Miles Bridges, one of the more explosive young players in the league. Shaq, what do you like about him?
Ferocious, dunks everything he can, high energy, never takes a playoff.
Yep. His shooting has improved every year as well, Ernie. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's come miles with that.
He needs to keep refining his skill set, but I like him. I got it. He needs to come miles.
He's going miles with that.
I got it. I caught that.
Bridging his game from the collegiate ranks
you're too
to
good,
the NBA. Miles Bridges. Can have a lot of fun with his name. Here's Kevin Harlan.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Greetings, everyone, from Charlotte as we bring you an Eastern Conference contest for this Hornets home game. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Tonight, two teams that like to slow it down a little bit, playing that half-court ball. Brent, we don't get to see that as often as we kind of have in the past.
Well, and that's okay, Kevin, because coaches who have a roster that's full of guys who they feel like physically can take advantage of defenses wearing down, or they're looking at their opponent as somebody who's not really patient defensively and wants to play through a 24-second possession, then if you slow it down, you might have more opportunities for post-ups, cuts, and late baskets because of defensive breakdown.
Coaches knowing what they've got to work with.
Well, you got to know your personnel.
Yep. Look at Cleveland's starting group. The forwards are Osman and Love. Brandon Knight is out there with Sexton. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Love. Clock at 6. To the paint. And Thompson throws it down.
Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
Across the board, Brent, it's hard to find an offensive weapon as efficient as Kevin Love.
Well, he doesn't have the highest shooting percentage for a big man, but his impact is huge because of how many threes he takes and how many threes he ultimately makes. When he gets locked in with that kind of shot, he can explode for some huge numbers. We've seen that in the past.
Now here's Batum. Bridges kicks to Walker. Here's Zeller. Over Thompson. And it's off the back rim. No good. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, with Tristan's motor and that kind of reach, great job on finishing off the alley-oop.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Walker. Back to Batum. Williams trying to break free. Hornets keep it alive. Count it. Williams has got 5.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
He got it up. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the replay center out in Secaucus delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment too late.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hornets ahead, up 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
Yeah, if your opponent fails to block out, you get yourself in great position. That was the story of the first quarter for them offensively.
And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for Cleveland. They trail by 1. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Lamb in at the 3 spot. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Well, you knew it wouldn't last forever. Couldn't last forever. LeBron's departure in the offseason, a huge blow to this Cleveland franchise.
And it's going to be talk and speculation as to why LeBron James left again. And that's going to continue all season long. But ultimately, the team, the city, they need to regroup. They need to reset. They need to think about their future. And they did a good job of gathering assets and some youth in the departure of LeBron James. But, man, that's a hole they're never going to fill, Kevin.
Matthew Dellavedova won a title with the Cleveland Cavs back in 2016. The Australian, one of the league's high-effort players, certainly Brent, a motor that does not stop.
They always talk about just how scrappy he is, willing to get out there and compete and do the dirty work. That's where Delly ends up paying off the most. Guys like him help establish a really good culture of hard work and competitiveness.
One is off.
An 86% foul shooter for his college career. Dellavedova hasn't been quite that consistent at the pro level.
Charlotte making a switch here. Kaminsky's checked in. He hits the second from the line. 1:12 left in the first half. Parker kicks to Monk. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
The shot's good from Zizic.
That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
To the middle, here's Monk. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Monk's got 4 points in the quarter.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
Nance, no good.
And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
Sometimes the easy play is the right play. You take a chance when you go for that big finish.
Cavaliers trailing. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Clarkson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Clarkson's got his first basket.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs the touch in that area. Showed it off there.
Now, here's Monk. Not a lot of room. Puts up a 3. It's a tie game in Charlotte. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Scoring in the paint, that's an area where they can improve. With the defense sagging in, they settle for a lot of jump shots in the first half. Coming out of the break, I think it'll be better running off pick and rolls, hitting cutters, moving toward the hoop, that old Boston Celtics style basketball.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Welcome back to Charlotte, the Duke Energy Center, the building in the foreground there. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Marvin Williams, what a contribution.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Well, the commitment he has to fill his role and consistently fill that role, that's what that team needs from him.
When you look at the new requirements of the center, who really stands out as the prototypical pivot man?
Wow, I really think that Porzingis has shown some signs in the last 2 seasons. Now, it's been cut short. The first season, he really faltered in the second half of the year. And then last year, a devastating injury that's going to keep him out for quite some time. But some of the things that he's been able to show have me very intrigued about the potential of that position. Now, I know more guys like Clint Capella and the impact he had in Houston has been phenomenal. But Porzingis and that overall package still has me really intrigued, Kevin.
7-3, he becomes a very interesting subject, doesn't he?
He does, and that ability to shoot the basketball as well. Just think about it. When he plays with a qualified point guard to set some action up, could be dangerous.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Sexton is out there with Brandon Knight, and it's Osman in at the 3. Thompson up top, pass to Sexton. Knight in the corner. Baseline J on the way. Great D that time from Batum. Yep, it counts. And that's now 6 points for Tristan Thompson.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Zeller with it, picked up by Thompson. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biyombo is checked in for Zeller. Kaminsky comes in for Williams. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Bridges. And Monk's subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Then for the Cavaliers, Nancy's checked in for Thompson. Chris comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Brandon Knight. Just 2 to shoot. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Monk.
And Monk has proven that he is a terrific scorer from the perimeter. When he's in rhythm, he has no problem letting it fly.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Cavaliers lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Walker and Monk are the guard tandem. Kaminsky out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Biyombo at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Clarkson. The shot by Monk is no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Chris gets the bucket. Chris has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Cavs. Hornets trail by 4. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And you have to be. That's the approach you always want. Don't settle for the jumpers. Pound it inside.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Monk. The free throw drops for Kaminsky.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Chris, the lead pass was put in just the right spot. Chris has got 4 points this quarter.
And Chris showing that he can be a little bit creative as a scorer that time. Even with the D on him, he finds a way on the inside to get it done.
The pass to Kidd-Gilchrist to the middle and stolen by Chris. 59 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Sexton the pass to Chris. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Now it's a 6-point Cleveland lead. Charlotte calls timeout. They trail by 6. 52 seconds left in the game. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Tristan Thompson.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Cody Zeller's checked in for Biyombo. Williams comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Bridges, he's checked in for Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Batum in for Lamb. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. I was able to catch the message James Borrego gave to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. They lead by 4, and so they foul intentionally.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard. And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
26 seconds left in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Charlotte moving it around. Charlotte no good that time either. And here's Sexton. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Tristan, congrats on the win. What was Coach's focus going into the game tonight?
Coach got after us, told us to start, we got to play defense. Just can't come in here and just let them make a score opportunity. We got to play defense and get back.
Well, it looks like you listened to him. Thanks, Tristan. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time.